they're not going to pass the immigration bill because Trump wants to run on it. Which is I gotta hand it to Republicans. Because this whole thing is fucking theirs to lose, and they're still like, it's still like close, right? Like if you had asked,
there's some like new polls showing that Biden ahead actually. So
if you asked me a month ago, I would say that Trump was going to walk, right? Biden is a drooling mess who's committing a genocide, right? Biden is insanely bad. It's insane, right? And then there's the people all the smug nerds that are gaslighting everybody about how awesome he is. All that spells doom in the worst way, right?
All that hey bro, haven't you noticed how good the economy is lately?
How good the economy is! They're fucking out of their minds!
If that's your strategy, like you're not going to just boast like about the infrastructure or something actually changing.
You're just telling it to me! Why would you wouldn't have to tell me! If it was good, you wouldn't have to fucking tell me, you lunatics! Like, what the fuck how is that a strategy? Like, these people are out of their minds. They deserve to lose. They deserve to lose. Every single thing they've done, including Biden running again, means that they deserve 1,000% to lose.
We should have to talk about here is the whole like Taylor Swift PsyOp fucking conspiracy theory thing.
That's so awesome.
What it's like I heard somebody from like OAN or Newsmax or something like fucking like going on the spiel about it. They're like, what's the deal? Like just all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, Taylor Swift is the most popular person. It's like, dude, have you been living under a rock for the past 15 years? Like
15 years.
Taylor Swift was pretty fucking famous like 15 years ago, and she's done nothing but make herself more famous ever since. Whether you like her or not, but it's like to make that the basis of your PsyOp argument is that she became this phenomenon all of a sudden in 2023 or something. It's like, no, dude, she just fucking went on tour after not touring for 5 years or whatever the fuck, and it was the highest grossing tour of all time or whatever.
Yeah, no, and the movie
has nothing to do with the Democrats or the DNC or the Clintons or the Bidens or fucking any of that shit. It's like just the brain rot.
Like, I think that in a very real way, like, PsyOps are done. Like, we don't have any more of those guys left, right? Those fucking, the evil genius, James Jesus Angleton type guys. We don't have any more of those guys.
Kissinger's dead now.
Yeah, like, they're gone. And, I'm sick of pretending that anybody else is smarter than me. Right? Like, fuck that. No, they're not. It's not. It fucking, like, people are drooling fucking idiots. Right? Yeah. And for me to believe that there are still PsyOps in the world is for me to believe that somebody else is planning things and being better at thinking than me.
Well, on the flip side of that, I will say, I think probably the opposite is true. Probably PsyOps are everywhere all the time, but they're just so minuscule and just whatever.
Yeah, no, it's just that's just advertising.
Right. I mean, it's like
analytics and data
because the
behind
fucking
shit.
corporations actually run this country. They're constantly marketing to your brain that everything is fine and the corporations have everything under control and everything's cool. You know, like just buy a Coke. You know, well, here's the
micro-targeting.
Don't forget to stop by McDonald's on your way home. You know,
your digital footprint, all that shit. Right? It's like, yeah, no shit. Right, but we already knew about that. That's not a psyop. It's just a thing that's happening, right? Like it's people that are too stupid to understand how the world works now. You know, being like, oh wait, you know, wait, they know where I am. It's like, yeah, they know where you they've known for the last 10 years.
Well, it's just like explaining like you just have to explain something as simple as, well, you realize that, you know, the NFL is actually profiting off of this whole Taylor Swift dating this player. Like, why? Like that is why you're seeing her all over the fucking TV when the games are coming. Like, it's not a fucking conspiracy, dude. All it is people seeing Taylor Swift with fucking dollar signs in their eyes and jumping on that fucking train. And the same with her boyfriend too. You know, it's not just Pfizer vaccines that he's advertising. He's advertising fucking insurance and fucking Gatorade and fucking Nike. And, you know, it's everyone is wanting to jump on this shit while it's fucking hot.
Right. And
that's how capitalism works. If you're going to worship at the altar of capitalism, then you're going to have to deal with Taylor Swift in your fucking face. Let's talk about the civil war that's brewing at the Texas border right now.
All right. I love it. I can't wait. I'm so excited. Because my favorite thing is the other governors and shit that are like pledging support of some kind to the Texans and in their revolution or whatever, because go ahead, right? Do that.
Yeah, sign our fucking state up. Go for it.
Well, no, and what does that fucking mean? Right? Like this whole thing is so like bluster, like it's such fucking lifted truck bullshit, right? That, like, no, you know what? Go ahead, do it. And go up against immigrants who have nothing to lose, who do not give a fuck. Like, you know, if
well, no, that's the thing. This battle that's brewing is really doesn't even have that much to do with immigrants. I mean, yes, some people have died in Rio Grande because of the razor wire put up by Texas, but what really is it's a constitutional standoff.
You know what we should do, dude? You know what we should do? All right, we need to set up a fund. This will be the thing that fucking makes us famous. Set up a fund to buy bolt cutters to just fucking like toss over the border. Like just fucking like just hundreds of bolt cutters because that's all you fucking need. You only need
I think you need like big ass, huge. But no, I mean like I'm pretty sure like a woman and kids died like trying to cross the river.
Oh, yep, the party that cares about kids.
But yeah, especially if they're living in Gaza. But anyways, the the razor wire, the Supreme Court basically ruled that, if the federal government says take it down, you're supposed to take it down, and they've been putting up more. And they're saying, the justification is basically from the Constitution. They're saying they're loosely interpreting the clause talking about the states have the right to defend themselves in an invasion. And basically the rest of that clause is basically saying, until the federal army gets there to save the day.
Right, yeah. No, it's the same thing. They do the same thing with the Bible, right? It's the same thing. It's all the same, right? You just pick the words that you like, and then you leave all the context out on either side of the fucking sentence even, right? It's not even like they don't try at all, right? Yeah. And it works because everyone's fucking illiterate now. So it's like, it's even the fucking, those constitutional, like fucking, libertarian, like, the sovereign citizen guys, right? They've never read the fucking document, right?
The Constitution.
Now, granted, I haven't either, but that's because I don't fucking give a shit about the,
I have, and let me tell you this.
Power.
It's a very simple document. It's not that long. It's really pretty short, actually. Like you can read it in an hour or two. Like
if you put all the new stuff that's part of it,
the what?
They amended the Constitution. They've done it a bunch of times.
Yeah, like 20 something. I mean, you read through the amendments, but yeah, it's like just the main document, though, it's pretty straightforward. It's basically just talking about how the federal government is the central power point. Everything falls below that.
Obviously.
The state governments have to abide by the federal government laws.
Yes.
That's basically the Constitution. There's not really a whole lot else to it. It's all formality shit.
No, because they also already tried the fucking other way of doing it. Right? The Articles of Confederation already happened, right?
Right, they use what's called, it's a theory, it's called the compact theory. The compact theory is what Greg Abbott has been evoking. Basically this theory that the United States is actually just a compact between the states. It's like, no, it's a fucking state. It's a world government.
What do you use down there, huh? Hey, what are the highways called down there? Is it the same? Is it a bunch of numbers? Oh, is it? Hey, do you guys get federal aid?
The funniest thing though was that like post that was floating around Reddit was like, hey, if I like fight against the federal government, do I still get Social Security?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. What? From where?
Yeah. Texas will take care of you with that. But Texas has a state Social Security, I'm sure, so you're fine. constitutional crisis at the border here.
Yeah.
Bullshit. Texas is claiming there's an invasion happening.
Oh, yeah?
It's an invasion of unarmed families seeking a more livable lifestyle.
But not even
how dare they?
Texas isn't even where they want to be, right?
Absolutely not.
It's just the biggest border. That's it. That's the only thing that it is. So, like, it's like California is doing the same thing. They seem fine. What's wrong with them?
If you want to get into what's going on right now, most of the immigrants are coming from Venezuela. And the harsh economic sanctions we have on them might have a little bit something to do with why they are having such a hard time keeping it real in their own country, which at the end of the day, that's the thing, is most people would rather stay in their own country. They don't want to come to the U.S. They feel the need to.
With fucking hee-haws with razor blades.
Right?
Yeah, it's not like we're being hospitable to them. Right, even all the fucking horseshit that I see about, like, why are there, if there are homeless veterans, when we should take care of any migrants? It's like, well, we can do both, you fucking moron, right? Like, who do you think is cutting veterans benefits? Yeah. Right, it's the same fucking, small government means less shit, you dumb fuck, right? That's all that it is. And like, and so those people that say small government, right, even though they're trying to be in the government, that's the thing that fucking blows my mind about these. Like, that's the thing that's fucking so stupid. Is like, that's people don't understand words. Like, if you look at polls, I saw a poll recently. It asked two questions. It might have asked other questions too, but it focused on two. The responses. It was like, one of the questions was, do you think the government should give should give more assistance to people in need or something like that? And like 70% or something like that said yes. And then, as long as they're American.
No, that was the fifth question. And then the other question said something like, do you think the government should increase welfare? And it was like 30%. It was like completely flipped. Yeah. So it's like literally the exact same question if you actually know what the fuck welfare is.
Idiots.
but because of the way it was asked, you got a completely different response. And that's exactly the fucking world we're living in. That's the Republican versus Democrat dynamic is, do you want to give assistance to poor people, or do you want people on welfare? And it's like, and you know what I mean? It's like we're living in two different worlds that are the same world, but it's all about how you describe the world. It's all about how you frame it.
Yeah.
And it's like, and that's how Trump and conservatives or whatever you want to call them, right-wing people, they all frame the shit the way that they want to, and that's it. That's all they need to do.